and go along with what's being said, but the accountability is not even there. It's like, I'm going to go along and sing along, whatever, but when the repercussions come, I'm going to step back and say, he said it. That wasn't me. I'm not with the shits. I don't even know what the shits is. You know what I mean?
Right.
99.9% of motherfuckers that's running around talking all that crazy shit.
And nobody's put it in
you
that.
You could smack fire out of them. They won't do fuck shit.
But it's only because
I've done it.
We are at where we at in the age that we at with these social media platforms that he's able to do that. He couldn't do that back in the days.
Nope.
Right. Couldn't do that back.
Nope.
Nah.
They would have got him. Yeah. They would have got him. Yep. Because the idea of a counterculture to what he's been saying still existed. That idea no longer exists. That's why he's getting away with it, brother. Obviously something's changed, or the fact that something wasn't what it was is now revealed. Maybe it never changed. I don't think it ever changed because it never was. Never was. It was just something that motherfuckers bought into and figured, I mean, I could say these things, perpetuate these things, you know, adorn myself in such a way that it is reflective of these ideas and beliefs, and not have to really deal with the repercussions of this actual lifestyle. You know what I mean? I'm just playing along.
Yeah,
I gotta do something. This is what I'm doing.
At some point, we gotta take the blinders off.
That's right.
We gotta take the blinders off.
That's right. Otherwise, it's gonna crash.
I mean, is this the reason why our music really hasn't evolved in the last 5 years?
That's right.
I mean, because when you think about the 80s era, one of the golden ages of music, you know, as a musician, you know, I think about how hip hop really hasn't evolved with its message to the floor.
Hip hop is doing this. 1 foot nailed to the floor. That's what hip hop is doing. Just like that. That's what it's doing. Huffing and puffing and sweating.
Right.
So it's like, I know I'm working because I'm huffing, puffing, and sweating. But if you looked up, motherfucker, you would see that you going to the circle.
All right.
Going to the motherfucking circle, man.
Okay. Moving on, y'all. Let me ask you a question. Yo, Vlad, tell the world in the best way you can.
Vlad.
I'm not Vlad, but
No. I apologize for I mean, that just came out. I'm thinking of something you said about Vlad. That's okay. Good. And don't edit that. I don't want that. I'm thinking about something you said about Vlad that threw me off about the people telling themselves, and you schooled me. You was absolutely right. So moving along, tell the world what's your next move, Cavario.
Well, we're gonna take Vlad to another level.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, you got 5.2. I don't know what the next level is. 5.2 million subscribers.
I mean, it's about, see, but you gotta understand, that's on YouTube. That's on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So the next level will be creating your own platform. That would be the next level. Establishing enough of a revenue stream and a brand that you have the opportunity to create your own, you know, distribution platform. Not subject to the rules or regulations of a platform that is controlled by somebody else.
You know, so funny because
you know somebody could just click a thing and be like, you know, no more Vlad TV on YouTube.
Oh no, they do that. They control that shit. I know. You know what's so funny? I used to not like going live. I like going live now because Ron used to tell me you have to create your own legacy. Big Face, you're a brand. I used to hate going live. I do it now.
Why?
Because I felt like, I don't know. At first, Cavario, I don't know. I was a private person. I don't know what it was, to be honest. I'm being a client. I didn't know. And my man Kirk said you're a star since you know you're going to be on TV. Then Ron said people love you. Look, when you talk, they love you. So I started.
People actually love you.
Now I like it.
You're a lovable motherfucker.
Yeah, now I like it. So when you say create a brand, that's what I do. I'm trying to create a brand. Like my friend, Mr. Kirk, give me advice, Ron, because a lot of shit I don't like. Like, I'm switching to something I want to wait to the end, but I'm going to give you an example. Something happened that almost ruined our friendship. That Benzino shit was ridiculous. You know why? First, I know you. Number two, people do anything for views. If you look at my show, I don't do anything for views.
I know.
I got a standard on how I live my life.
It'll bite your ass.
But I wanted to, and I remember, Cavario, before we even had that little 7-minute argument, you said, Gary, I don't really give a fuck about the internet. So my word to you is, because at first, but I'm going to be honest with you, I got super tough skin. But if they come after me, I'm coming after you. So I kind of know how you felt. But my question to you is, how did you and Benzino fight that shit off, that sucker shit they was doing, man? Because Benzino was flipping. You was calm. You ain't say nothing.
Why would I?
But he was blacking. But you ain't say nothing. But he did.
I'm gonna tell you the difference between Ray and me is, right? The difference between Ray and me is that
You said Ray. I forgot his name was Ray.
I've never.
You just killed me right there. That nigga, he's superficial. I know Kurt, but he said Ray.
Anybody who has been around us will tell you, I've never called him Benzino. Benzino is a name that came out of 80s, outside of where the culture originated. You know how, right? The shit started here, right? Our terminologies, the things that we established as cool and all that stuff, established here. As those things and the culture proliferated outward, they get incorporated into the pre-existing cultures of wherever they go, right? And the things that those cultures in those places, whether it's North Carolina or Boston or whatever is already in their culture, when they get what comes from our culture, whatever their culture already prioritizes or makes important, that they pull from our culture, although it might be peripheral to our culture, it's what they magnify and make central. Do you follow? Is that clear? Okay. So, in the era that RSO and the precursors of RSO came about, these young Boston dudes, looking at what's happening in New York and like, yo, it's popping in and all that, whatever, and they got a cool thing popping, all that, whatever. They had things that they could see made sense in terms of why they were popular. There were things that was popular here that from the place it all started, that by the time it got to them, it's like, well, don't really understand, not really connecting with that. But, everybody, Benzes, niggas talk about Benzes. So, I'm Benzino. Now, I'm not telling you that is, because I don't know if I've ever asked them how he came up with that. But understanding the way that I understand culture and cultural, development and, the way that things, go, how words get changed. I'm like, in Baltimore, back when I was in Baltimore in the 80s, in the 90s, when the motherfucker said bippin', that meant they was sniffing dope. Bippin' is some cool shit now. The word is somehow, from one generation to another, you talk about little kids hearing their older people talk about it and not understanding the context because it's adult language. They translated into what they could make sense of because they saw there's reference when they speak about it. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, it's reference because this guy that you're looking at, he's a dope fiend. He cool, he getting money, whatever, but he's a dope fiend. So yeah, he has reference for this thing that he fuck with. So you're picking up on what it is that he is finding cool or that is important to him, and he's important to you, so you're paying attention but not understanding. So when you say it, it's whatever is important to you now. Whatever makes you feel the way you felt like he was feeling when he was saying it, now that's what it means to you.
But
You understand? So that's why I'm not Benzino. It just sounded like I'm not saying.
But the reason I gotta go back to something is because
I said Ray.
I know I'm not. That's crazy. I'm not big on the internet because if you see my show's growing slowly, but it's doing decently. But because I won't say anything. Fuck Cavario. He's not a good father. Oh my God, I get views. I don't do that.
Why do you think people are drawn?
No, that's why I'm about to ask you that. I'm asking you because I'm not big on it. Cavario, look at me, social media. None of my friends really do, but I'm trying to do for my show a little bit.
I've never seen you on IG.
I don't do that shit that much. They tell you they battling me.
Do you have an IG?
Yeah, I do. I'm just being honest. I'm getting better at it, Cavario. I'm being honest. So my question to you is, they try to take your soul, and you didn't let them take it. And I want you to tell the world how you handling Benzino. I'm some sucker shit, bro.
You can't take what you didn't give. The internet people on the internet didn't give me anything. The internet didn't make me. My whole life, I built, in the real world. I I was already completely fucking me, not just in the street, but in the industry before the internet existed. I did Don Diva before the internet existed.
Yes, you did. You're right about that.
So, you can't take anything from me. You motherfuckers just got here. Like, it's ridiculous. So, when I hear about this, right, I had just gotten off the road, I think,